Hi, I'm Josh Beckett.
And I'm Joe Souza.
We're here to do a presentation on the Charlton story by Earl Perry Charlton. This book is a biography. He was an entrepreneur, which is what me and Joe want to do when we graduate from college. What it would be now is finance marketing. Back then, he didn't really get a major, but that's what it would relate to now. He didn't go to school every day. He actually dropped out of high school and still became very successful, which is very interesting. He was born in Chester, Connecticut on June 19th.
Earl's father was actually James, who was a blacksmith. His father really wanted him to become a blacksmith and follow in his footsteps, but he really liked the business side of the world, and he wanted to be a merchant. So one day he was just walking back, and he ran into a store that he liked, and the guy who owned it, his name was Thomas Neal, who actually supplied windows and kitchen goods to retailers. So he ends up getting into business with Thomas Neal, and eventually down the road he becomes partners with a man named Frank Woolworth. They were really good friends. He's a very wealthy man, and Earl definitely learned a lot from him. He donated a lot of money, which Earl does to this day still to UMass students. Charlton does very well with Thomas Neal and company, and he starts to work his way up through the totem pole, I guess, for lack of better terms. And he showcases his ethics, and they end up promoting him to a traveling salesman. And over a span of 8 years, he saves enough money to open up his own business.
So in 1889, he was approached by Seymour Knox, who ran 5 and 10 cent stores. In December, they made an agreement for Charlton to open his own and run the store for himself. He would use the money, the profit that he made, to open up joint stores. And on the first day, they actually sold out, so they did very well on sales. Charlton then moves his business ideas to Canada, and he sells 9 out of those 12 to Woolworth, and he expands west as well afterwards, just to broaden his business. He wants to be able to retire and still make money, so he wanted to be able to do a couple business seminars a month to keep his legacy or how he got successful alive. He actually starts a textile mill in New England, and he then ended up investing about $80,000 into the UMass Dartmouth College. And his grandson, then following his footsteps almost, Earl Perry Johnson II, donated $3 million to the Charlton School of Business.
And just to add on to the whole span of moving west, in 1906 there was an earthquake, and Charlton was actually the owner of the first store that actually reopened in San Francisco. And now Earl's grandson, who's also Earl, he provides yearly scholarships to this day still to UMass Dartmouth students. They donate a lot of money through charities, and they care a lot for the people and the local community. Sadly, Earl died on November 20th, 1930, at the age of 67, but like I said, his grandson does still carry out his name. He was a proud family man and loved by the community. He was very well respected. He definitely built a reputation, definitely locally. Fall River is only a few towns over. He was a giving man. He established better business in the world, and he wanted to be known as a legacy, as Josh has already said. And he wants others to follow in his footsteps. I'm definitely proud to say that I go to the Charlton School of Business, named after Earl himself, and hopefully I'll get to meet his grandson one day just to tell him how much it means to us.
Thank you for watching, guys.